Apologies for the extended delay, but we're back in the server for Koi versus Aurora, and it's time to see if Aurora can bounce back on the CT side of Nuke. Koi are a map up, a chance to go into the next round of the high seed group. Let's see if they can make it happen.
Well, Assault's up first, and he does actually come away with the kill there. Good way for Aurora to set this pistol round in motion. And it's actually a lot of moving parts of the pistol round for the CT side. We've actually kind of just reversed the roles here. Movistar assumed control of lowers in towards the B side, just loses out a big gunfight. And that means although the bomb plant's going to come through here, there's a big advantage for Aurora on the retake.
Yeah, it's a good plant, but you would say that Aurora are still favoured, but we know it can always be tough in these sort of scenarios to pick out these crossfires, pick out these players who can easily tap you up close, but I guess he was tapping up close. It's Lackey. It takes a lot of pressure off the situation for Aurora. He finds one more, and there's Result for the last. Defuse can come through. Lackey closes the door on his teammate as if to say, well, I got the kills, what are you here for? But no worries. Defuse comes in plenty of time. And Aurora will go a round up, and that's a perfect start. No kills for Movistar Koi, so if they choose to force buy off the back of the plant, utility will be a bit of an issue.
Yeah, very nice pistol round coming through from Aurora, keeping all their players alive. Just kept tabs of the entire situation, and were able to retake accordingly. Gonna hope to improve compared to what we saw in Overpass. You know, there were some... I'd say the only player who was at his normal level was Kenzie. I think everybody else was below par for Aurora on Overpass.
Yeah. Especially
looking for more out of Deco here on Nuke. Quite a tall order. Nuke not normally an Orbis playground. Overpass is, and well, he wasn't able to get much done on that previous map. So let's see what he brings to the table here on the next. Kills going back and forth right now, favoring the T side. Mopos has actually opened up that lower bomb site. Lackey's rotated down as well. There's so much going on right now in this round.
Oh, that's a big win on Deco. That could have just changed things. Davi G has got a good position near heaven as well. No one will be hearing that from where he is. Lackey is down in single door. Result low HP from his kill earlier on. The hit straight back could be coming straight back in anyway for Movistar Koi. They'll drop the bomb down to the site. It will go down. And Result is going to try and find a timing. Unfortunately, there's no advancing past that angle. Mopos is keeping an eye on it, and there's the kill. And Lackey will try and work his way up, but it's being looked at. And they'll catch him just as he makes his way up the ladder. Dinks down to 11 HP, and that's an immediate retreat for Lackey.
Yeah, Brazen to have even attempted or felt it out in the first place, and I'm surprised he hasn't fallen back all the way to T-spawn. There's no way Lackey stays alive yet, even now know where he is. It's very rough for him as he goes down, and this is such a bitter pill now for Aurora to swallow, mate. Having won that CT side pistol and then they lost the round immediately afterwards actually puts them in a worse of position than they would have been had they just lost the pistol. Now, because they only have that one count of round loss bonus behind them, not the two you get when you lose the pistol. So this has really set them back a pace. They've rolled the dice with the force buy, but if they lose this, then Movistar starting really well here on Nuke.
Adam, creeping past his outside smokes. He should be safe. There is a pistol close range, but there are two pushing in towards Secret here. Adam, oh, don't tell me he looks away at exactly the wrong time. Goodness me, that's painful. Keeping an eye on it just when Lackey pounces, and Kenzie's still here. He's unfortunately been spotted out, though. And Davi G will do a good job at getting both.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Aurora should have continued to contest there, although resulting in a good position, making his way up the ladder. Oh, he doesn't get the kill though. Lands the instant dink, but can't find the follow-up shot to finish off the frag. I mean, Aurora have had a lot going for them in this force fire round so far, but it's going to amount to nothing. Oh man, only Deco left. I'm not going to count him out, Trav. You know what? I'm not going to count Deco out of this.
Yeah, Sonodo down already. I don't know what's going to be
Go
coming
on.
from too, but unfortunately, even though it was a guess, it was a very minor guess because he runs back into the angle. And Mopos takes the frag. So pistol for Aurora, immediate hit back from Movistar Koi. They've taken the 4-spy win as well, or win against the 4-spy. That puts Aurora on a full eco. And as I said earlier, it's quite a interesting part of the bracket, of course, as well. Knowing that if you win, to play against Paravision or Rush B, it could be Rush B, which could be arguably an easier game than this. That's not even arguably. It probably is an easier game than this. So, great chance. USP do some good work, stacked up on the vent outside and near Hell. And they are just left in a pile on the ground. My brother is having a sit and a look on the right there, but nothing is going to be seen anymore by his eyes, sadly. Deco is stuck. He's gone.
I mean, 2 kills, not the end of the world in the eco here for Aurora. A bit of damage, but now we get into this first gun round. Not enough money for the AWP on the CT side. Shouldn't be the end of the world, but this is actually a really important round for Aurora. I mean, we know how proficient Koi are on Nuke, right? It's their most played map. It's their best map. They have a whopping 54% win rate on both the T and the CT side of this map, Trav. So Movistar Koi, they do work on the T side. You can't take anything for granted on the CT side of this map when you're playing against Movistar Koi.
No, not at all. Maybe that's something that Aurora will look at and say, well, the RT side will have to be as good. Maybe our shotgunning will have to be on point as well. Restal will actually manage to nab the AK underneath the nose of his opponents as well. Mopos is coming out from Squeaky though. Takes Norby out. Adam will tap down Deco. It's going to be down to Restal. Can't adjust quick enough. And Kenzie is known about, I think, toward Mini there as Mopos mollies it immediately. So, despite that opening with the shotgun, poor Kenzie is being met with more utility than you can shake a fist at. And I'm sure he wants to shake his fist right now because things are going south for Aurora. Lucky's been naded on Heaven too. Down to 46. They're still giving it a glance. Which is surprising considering the money situation. They know that they'll be on another eco after this. Lucky gives up his life in that instance. Kenzie down low as well. Can he escape with his gun?
Yeah, he's going to be able to carry his gun through, but that's just a small consolation prize here for Aurora. I mean, they got the opening kill courtesy of Assault, but I just love the assault of that A-bomb site from Movistar Koi to Dodo. Well, 10 out of 10 for the flick flack, the somersault, but doesn't stick the landing. Either way, yeah, really well worked exec just in terms of how they apply pressure coming through from Hut, Mouth, and Squeaky simultaneously. And you could see Aurora really struggling to just keep tabs of the bomb site, even though they had essentially 3 players, one in Heaven, one dead vent, one was playing from Result, right, was playing from the sites itself, but
yeah,
they're just all struggling to play off of one another because of how Movistar Koi coordinated their attack.
Kenzie, I think, just spots the head of Movistar Koi, just jumping past red there. Checks the made of the timing. Gets flashed outside actually there, but Adam just dodged it. And easily takes the kill. Kenzie having a slow game by his standards. We saw some reports perhaps that they may be struggling with some ping issues. Perhaps that's something that's down to the delay at the beginning of this game. Can't confirm that absolutely. But I'm not going to pretend as if Movistar Koi haven't played a superb game. Should be doing them a disservice to pretend otherwise. Clean anti-eco again. 5-1 is imminent.
Yeah, and clean as could be as well. 5 players staying alive. That's going to be a big boost. Look at how much they've bolstered their economy on the T side. As Trav likes to say, quintuple digits on 2 players before they commit to the buy.
I mean, it's just a nice word.
Weren't for you. It actually is. I've never said it before until now. I don't think I've been brave enough. But,
double, triple, quadruple, quintuple, sextuple, septuple. then
Yeah,
octuple. Yeah. I forget what 9 is.
Nano, maybe? I don't know.
Nanotuple? Doesn't really sound right, I don't know.
I mean, none of them actually are as cool as quintuple. You just got to stop there. The rest are just, yeah, you know, quintuple's the cap of. Either way, that means 5 digits for anybody who doesn't know what we're referring to. Mopars and Just both had a lot of money coming into this round across the board. They've got bank, they've got cash, and they've got rounds on the board. Balling their way through this game right now on the Spaniards and the Portuguese and the Romanian. There's a good mix here on Movistar Koi. I know that Adam S has lived in Barcelona for a long time though, so I know he can speak Spanish.
Yes, he's been on lots of Spanish teams in the past, hasn't he? I think he started, was it Iberian Family? I think maybe was a team back in the day. I think he actually played with David G back then on that team, if I'm not mistaken. He's always been around this sort of country in terms of rosters, Iberian teams. I can tell you you're right, by the way. It was non-upple and deck-upple, incredibly, which is kind of cool to read. I tell you what is also pretty cool. Wrestle with the M4. He does well to defend it, but he does get traded immediately because Deco, he was found and they knew where Wrestle was. And as you say, they're very far away, so I think this is done again.
Unless they try and rework their way in towards this bomb site. They've just got one incendiary, they've got no kits. They need to carry their guns through. And again, it's just the simplicity. They're going to go for it. That's going to cost them everything they've got. It's the simplicity in the round from Movistar that's so concerning for Aurora. They're just working their way in towards the A bomb site, picking off the initial player, and then just capitulating all over the defense. It's a brutal onslaught from Movistar Koi on that A bomb site right now. And I love how they're still hammering home on it, Trav. They can see that Aurora are in disarray in the defense, and Movistar Koi are capitalizing.
Yeah, just straight up good play from Movistar Koi. Execute's working out. Execute-based system for them has been working out very nicely in the last few rounds. And look at the money they've built up, like we've said.
How many does Mopaz get? There's a lot of them, Trav, and they're surrounding him. He gets 2. Let's see. Go on, lad. Let's see. What do you got on you?
Oh, what's he doing? Okay. Never mind. He's just repositioning. I was worried. I thought he was about to go straight through that smoke.
First,
1.
Oh,
Not 2.
No transfer, but a lot of info.
And an AK for Kenzie. Can we do something with it on this round? That could be big. Unfortunately, of course. Go ahead.
Sorry to have interrupted you guys about the numbers here. And we haven't seen Aurora playing at the level we're used to seeing out of them. Everybody across the border struggled. Is there some sort of an underlying problem, like you said, maybe with their testing or something? Because it just hasn't looked like the Aurora we expected coming into this match.
Yeah, you're right. It's been a bit rough for them. Some short fuses as well, which hasn't helped the situation. Perhaps they get frustrated with that. Some circumstances out of their hand, of course. Obviously, a long delay going into this map too. Deco's still on the AK, but whether he actually is able to save it is another matter. He could get caught on the crosshair, and he will be. By Stododo. 4-4-4 for Stododo. What's your lucky number, Hayes?
I'll go with 7. Original, right?
It's a common one, isn't it?
Yeah, I know. So boring. Adam S has a P90.
Right. Okay.
Just thought I should point that out.
I wouldn't say it's time for trolling just yet, Adam, but maybe I'll change my tune if he gets a 2K entry.
Oh my god, he's going straight in. He spots the first, and he's not going to be taking his eyes off him. He gets the assist, and he should go down. No, he's just cannon fodder right now. Everybody's getting kills off of the fact that Adam S is just charged forward with the SMG.
The big boy SMG as well. Somehow he's still alive. He gets spooked by the second player on site and just chucks a Molotov at him. Vaguely amusing. But this is a really tough retake and probably one that Aurora have to win.
It is really tough, but it's a lot more doable than the retakes they've had so far. Good flash to try and get the player up the vents to Dodo. Will round corner just in time. There's a couple players taking refuge behind the bomb site right now. The smoke is giving them some cover as well, but that's a huge kill on the Heaven player. Stododo just swings on Kenzie, and Lackey has no chance. And he will be dealt with here, I believe. He had hit, but unfortunately he's just too far away from the bomb to do anything about it. And that is 8-1. Movistar Koi winning every single round outside of the pistol.
Yeah, that's very important to remind you guys of that. The only round that Aurora have taken is that pistol. Incredible scenes.
Disastrous scenes for Aurora, though. I mean, this A bomb site continues to falter. And again, I'm just loving the calling from Movistar Koi. Just, they continue to exploit it. You know, so often an IGL tries to stay one step ahead of his opponents, so he doesn't continue to do what's been working well throughout the half, because, you know, you want to make sure you don't get red, but at the same time, if you find a frailty in the defense, you've got to expose it.
Lucky's got a Nova. We've seen that work quite well, actually, in IM Chengdu recently. A couple of players picking it up. I think Twists had a number of sick kills with it the other day for Liquid. Adam. Doing Kenzie nicely. Mopo's just waiting for that aggression. Nothing's working for Aurora at all.
Yeah, how dialed in are these players looking right now on the T side? Just landing some snappy headshots. Mopos is 11 for 2. The best player on Movistar Koi, standing tall here on Nuke. And Just as well, who was actually one of the quieter players on his team on the first map, is putting up some really good numbers here on the T side right now. Where do Movistar go from here is the question. They've managed to wrap their way around ramp. I think it's going to be an A split. Up the ladder they go into heaven. Unfortunately, Aurora have sort of banked on that B bomb site, but that's not where the T's are headed, and it's another round on the board.
Oh, easier than anyone could have ever expected. After Aurora's recent form, Sododo finds the last. Mopos has hit 16k. Now, that is when you know you're dominant. Ridiculous.
Yeah, 9 in a row. Statement stuff coming through. I mean, no matter what happens in these last 2 rounds, they're going to be very happy with proceedings. I mean, is the damage too much for Aurora? Can you even recover from this position on the map is the question. Can't waste time thinking about it. That lower bracket looms unless they can do something drastic. Movistar Koi putting a bit more focus towards outside here, phasing through the smokes. They know that Aurora must have padded up the defense on that A bomb site, which has 3 players on it and 1 in toward the vent. However, Result has lost his life out. So that means space has been created to a degree. I don't even know where that kill actually came through.
I think it was outside, wasn't it? I'm not sure. A little bit justice, maybe not. It's a little bit late, but check it later. That was a great opportunity for Norway to get a kill back. Will they be expecting 2 heaven? That is the big question. And what a call this is for Movistar Koi. Wow.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, let's just run it through it like bit by bit. They lose an opening pick. They find one in return. And then you might be thinking, okay, Aurora will feeling a little bit comfortable now. They've taken the kill on the heaven flanker. But there is still more in lobby, ready and raring to go, once the second heaven flanker comes through. How are you ever going to expect that? That's ridiculous.
And notice the layering and the timing with the peaks coming through from heaven as well. It wasn't like it was an instant swing to try and get the trade with the second player. And I mean, what on earth is Kenzie even doing there? Sorry, just going to hold my point there. They got no money going into the next round. He's got absolutely no business in looking for any exit kills. And he'll go down. So 10-1 double digits for Movistar Koi. All of their rounds coming consecutively. And the writing is on the wall, I reckon, Trav.
What writing is on the wall, Hayes? What does it say? Read it for me.
Game over in blood.
Oh dear.
In Aurora's blood.
And unfortunately, It's not Youngblood, their academy team.
No.
For these guys. What a name, by the way. Every time we've had a chance to cast those guys.
Yeah, I've actually cast them before. They've got a player who's actually really strong on that team. Oh man, his name's just not coming to me right now. I'm actually going to look it up because it's going to annoy me.
Do you like blue-white?
Easy.
Is it easy?
It's easy. Yeah, easy.
Not easy to remember, though.
Pretty crazy. No, apparently not. But easy on the eye in the server, that's for sure.
Well, this hasn't been easy on the eye for Aurora. They'll be looking back at this demo later and cringing, sadly. This has not been the performance we wanted to see from them, and they desperately need a second on the half, otherwise Movistar Koi. And you'd think they'd have it easy anyway from 10-2, but it can't be an 11-1, surely. Lucky under pressure, needs to jump away. There's some damage to Stododo. Thankfully, we'll just get back round the corner. Norby got the opening pick, and Deco's down to 10 HP, so if a plant does come through toward B, and Lucky can't go 1-for-1, and this could still be a problem for Aurora. Davigi with that bomb is still waiting around Stododo's position to perhaps try and trade Deco. But with ramp control, they can kind of decide whatever they want to do here.
Yeah, so much time to play with. Movistar Koi have gotten ramp control, and now they're just posted waiting to see if there's any follow-up aggression from the CT side. But Aurora are playing this perfectly. They realize they don't actually have to make any plays right now. They can afford to just sit back and hold the bomb sites themselves. 5 versus 4. Must win round. They won the first round of the half trap. Can they win the last round of the half as well to cap off the half with a grand total of 2?
Well, that Molotov is going to spread. Lucky will get removed. 30 seconds. Still a 3 versus 4 for Movistar Koi, but Deco could be a bit disconnected from this action as he's still low and still watching toward hell. So it's going to have to be Norby, and thankfully for Aurora, it is Norby. Quad kill from him, but only a flash in the pan for Aurora. Only a second round after the pistol. We'll see if they can make a comeback after the break. only a flash in the pan for Aurora, question mark. They won the pistol and the final round of the half. They've been nowhere on Nuke, whereas Movistar Koi have been everywhere.
Yeah, they've been phenomenal, man. I just can't believe what we've seen from them on that T side. This is their best map, and they put on a real display. Not much work to be done to get across the finish line from here for Movistar Koi. Are there any twists to be told here in the second half? Aurora Gaming, they have to believe. Bait and switch setup employed. WG, first point to contact, first frag found. And that's going to be enough to send Aurora Gaming packing. But guess who's repositioned? Mopos has got a kill in the meantime. He's still actually going to see all three players. So that's a lot of info found and a frag. Lackey is going to go straight through. They're both going to go through the smoke, Trav.
All right.
Head first through the smoke.
There was like a minute left in the round, guys. Come on. Maybe their heads, maybe their boxes have gone after the start to this game. It's not been a solid day for Aurora in Challenger League.
I mean, that's understandable, but you know, you got to keep pushing, and especially the second half pistol round. I feel like you've always got to try your best in that pistol round. At least try and make something happen.
Yeah, that was...
I mean, I do understand the frustration, but that was just, you know, pathetic.
Yeah. You know what? I'm with you. That was a little bit meh from Aurora. So frustrating for them as well, probably, in that sort of given situation, as Norby tries to pinch their way in. Actually, they're going to overrun the A-bomb site with the Tech 9, so looks like they're going to have something on this one. Adam's definitely not going to be able to react to the second player. So, 4 versus 2, bomb down. Damage's giving it a look. Wouldn't be surprised if they do fall back eventually on this one. So Dodo's still close, though. He's got the MP9 and he's got the kit. No longer. It's done. And Norby with the picked up M4 finds Davigi. So the hit back is instant. And they get over that frustration of the pistol. And yeah, it was kind of amusing how that pistol went. Not for Aurora, but the fact that Kenzie, who's been having a bit of a rough day so far, just gets immediately tapped by Davigi in ramp. And then Deco, who's the third player in Squeaky, is the one to die. That's me, usually. Or at the back of the pack, trying not to die first, and gets tapped between the two others.
Oh, it's so tilting when that happens, man. It's so frustrating. You're just like, that should be you. You should be dead now, not me. I want to play the video game. Either way, I mean, Aurora's follow-up round there with the pistols works out very nicely. They move with pace. And they just demolished the defense on that A-bomb site. They were sprawling to try and get in place with Movistar Koi, but they just get completely overrun. They will force fire in the follow-up round here. And Aurora Gaming pump the brakes. They slow things down. But where to from here?
Sonodo spots contact on ramp. FPGs will now push forward to help out. You'll hear quite a lot of these players running in as well. It's the MP9 of Deco just goes straight in for the door and actually takes both of them. Wow. Okay then. Deco deciding to hold W. Works out, but Adam, he just wanted with 2, and Mopos has found Norby trying to make his way outdoor. It's spiraling again. Juster's got the AK as well. Picked up. Westall needs an answer back, but it's a shoulder pick from the MP9 on default. It's falling apart.
These guys can't catch a break. Mopos down to a single point of health. Results has lost his life out. It's only Kenzie left. The bomb is dropped in lobby. 20 seconds on the clock. He's still trying to get the kill on Mopos. He certainly will. But it's taken him a bit longer than what he would have liked. And now the player's going to come up the vent. That's going to pad up the defense on A. Kenzie has to pick up the bomb and then try and get onto the site itself. But the reposition is really good here. And Kenzie has to try across the traffic and just, well, he's the officer on patrol. Not getting past him.
Yep, and he calls him a plonker and says, "Get out of there! Not on my watch."
What's going on here then, eh?
Now, what's going on here then?
There we go. It's better when it comes from the guy with the British accent.
Even though my accent is screwed right now because of my voice, but all good.
This game, 12-3. Aurora on the brink of being dropped down to the lower bracket, and in devastating fashion. This is a map we know they've got a bit to play with on Nuke, but we just haven't seen it at all.
Yeah, beautiful performance from Movistar Koi. I can tell you that their opponents next would be one of Paravision or Rush B, and Paravision are putting a nice little comeback on map 2. 10-9 up now. And of course the loser plays the loser of that. So we'll be curious. Of course, still plenty of chances for Aurora, of course, in that lower bracket like we said. So it's not like they're eliminated from a chance of Pro League this season. They've made every other LAN they've kind of fought for in the ESL qualifiers. Going to be playing in Melbourne. They're going to be playing in Jönköping.
Calendar looking good.
But Day, not looking great.
Not quite. Certainly been better. Can they keep themselves in it, just sort of prolong the inevitable is how it would feel. What a turnaround from Movistar Koi after losing to Apex a bit earlier on, just before the start of this match. Come back firing massively here after a great T-side on overpass. They've just completely outclassed Aurora here throughout the entirety of Nuke. Just about putting on the finishing touch.
Taps from long range from Adam will deal with Kenzie. Sonodo finds Deco. That's the AWP that Deco had the chance to buy up with his MP9 kills from the previous round. Gone. Adam finds Zaki, just finds Result. And this has been a bit of a damp squib, unfortunately, today for Aurora. They've been absolutely destroyed by Movistar Koi. It was a close map 1. There was a chance in a couple of those scenarios that for Aurora to take that one. It was their pick. They had a good number of T-side rounds as well. They got 6. They took the pistol, went up 8-6. Couldn't finish it off, and Adam's going to be doing just that. In the back on Norvi. Easy kill for Adam. Great series from everyone on Movistar. I think they ended that map with, 4 separate players on 15 kills there.
Yeah,
great
exactly.
team performance. And Movistar Koi goes into the next round of the high seed group.
I think there were 3 of them, but it's precisely what it reflects is that it was such a well-rounded team performance coming through there from Movistar Koi. Certainly a performance that they can be proud of, and a huge boost for their confidence. I mean, Aurora have been in phenomenal form, right? Coming into this match, most people would have had them as the favorite.